Minegumo was the eighth of 10 Asashio-class destroyers built for the Imperial Japanese Navy in the mid-1930s under the Circle II Supplementary Naval Expansion Program. History: the Asashio-class destroyers were larger and more capable than the preceding Shiratsuyu-class, as Japanese naval architects were no longer constrained by the provisions of the London Naval Treaty. These light cruiser-sized vessels were designed to take advantage of Japan's lead in torpedo technology, and to accompany the Japanese main striking force and in both day and night attacks against the United States Navy as it advanced across the Pacific Ocean, according to Japanese naval strategic projections. Despite being one of the most powerful classes of destroyers in the world at the time of the completion, none survived the Pacific War. Minegumo, built at the Fujinagata shipyards in Osaka, was laid down on the 22nd of March 1937, launched on the 4th of November 1937 and commissioned on the 4th of April 1938. Operational history: at the time of the attack on Pearl Harbor, Asashio, under the command of Lieutenant Commander Hideo Kuboki, was assigned to Destroyer Division 8, and a member of Destroyer Squadron 4 of the IJN Second Fleet, escorting Admiral Nobutake Kondo's Southern Force main body out of Mako Guard District as distant cover to the Malaya and Philippines invasion forces in December 1941. In early 1942, she escorted troop convoys to Lingayen, Tarakan, Balikpapan and Makassar in the Netherlands East Indies. During the Battle of the Java Sea, she engaged in an exchange of gunnery with the British destroyer HMS Encounter, and suffered light damage with 4 crewmen wounded. On the 1st of March, together with Natsugumo, Minegumo unsuccessfully attacked the American submarine Perch with depth charges. After participation in the Battle of Christmas Island on the 31st of March, the 10th of April, she escorted the damaged cruiser Nak to Singapore, and returned at the end of the month to the Yokosuka Naval Arsenal for repairs. At the end of May, Minegumo joined the escort for the Midway invasion force under the overall command of Admiral Kondo Nobutake during the Battle of Midway. In July, she was sent to northern waters, patrolling from Ominato Guard District towards the Ural Islands. Afterwards, she was sent south to Truk, where she suffered minor damage on a coral reef on the 20th of August. She provided support in the Battle of the Eastern Solomons in August 1942, and escorted the damaged aircraft carrier Chitos back to Truk. From September, she was assigned to patrols from Truk towards Shortland, and in October was assigned to Tokyo Express high-speed transport operations in the Solomon Islands. On one of these missions on the 5th of October, she suffered moderate damage in an air attack, with serious flooding 150 miles off Guadalcanal. She limped back to Yokosuka for repairs by the end of November. Repairs completed by the 22nd of February 1943, Minegumo returned with a convoy to Truk. She continued on to Rabaul by the 2nd of March. During another transport run from Rabaul to Kolombangara on the 5th of March, Minegumo and Murasame are believed to have sunk the submarine US Grampus. However, that same night, Murasame and Minegumo were detected by the American Task Force 68 off Vila, after delivering supplies to the Japanese base there. Both ships were sunk in the subsequent action at 8.017 degrees south, 157.233 degrees east, -8.017, 157.233. On Minegumo, 46 crewmen perished, but 122 survivors later reached Japanese lines, and 2 were captured by the Americans. Minegumo was removed from the Navy list on the 1st of April 1943.